So today I am making this video to talk about why bad things happen to good people. And this is something that I've been wondering about for a very long time now, specifically maybe 3 or 4 years, but even longer than that. The reason why I say 3 or 4 years is because around 3 or 4 years ago, I was going through some, I guess like a dark phase in my life. And around that time, I had also met this person who worked at a mental hospital for children. And so she talked to me about some of the experiences and some of the things that she's learned through working with these children that have been through abuse and that have never experienced love, and some really, really sad stories. And so after I talked to her, it only made that dark place for me even darker. I'm at a lot better place in my life, and I'm here again believing that things happen for a reason, but the one thing that I cannot understand is why. What I've developed recently is that when I have a question that I don't understand within myself, I like to ask my higher self for guidance, and so I asked my higher self, why do bad things happen to good people? Or why are innocent beings born to experience pain and suffering? This is the answer that my higher self gave me, and a lot of you guys might not agree, and that's completely fine. And a lot of you guys might be disappointed with this answer and might not understand, but I will try to explain it. So this is what my higher self told me, and I wrote it down, and it says, you cannot understand the path of others. You can only understand your own path and make sense of your own experiences. There is only one way, which is forward. We cannot take back our experiences. We are working on one puzzle piece at a time. Do what you can to be the light for those in darkness. Your beliefs are your beliefs. You can share your beliefs onto others, but that doesn't mean that those same beliefs exist in their reality. Our reality is shaped by what we experience. Ground yourself to the present moment and see what's in front of you. That is your truth. And so in the next page, I talk about how this topic really stressed me out. Like literally last night, as I was trying to connect with my higher self, like it took me a very long time to do that, because the entire time I was just asking myself over and over, why? And I just could not, like I wanted an answer for myself, like an answer that was not my higher self, like just an answer that I felt okay with. And finally I gave in. I was like, okay, let's just see what the higher self has to say. Before I started writing what my higher self had to say, I was very stressed out. This topic triggered my OCD, which for me is pulling of the hair, and specifically my eyelashes on this side. So it triggered my OCD, it stressed me out, made me feel like I didn't have control, because I don't have control over what happens to other people. Something right now could be happening to somebody right close to me and I don't even know it. Reflecting back on what my higher self had to say, basically the answer is going to be different for everybody. You can only answer from what you've experienced. And I have experienced trauma as a child. And if I were to ask myself, do you think things happen for a reason? Even with that trauma that happened to you as a child, would you take that back? Would you do things over again? Would you wish it away? And honestly, I would say no, because if I did, then I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't be who I am in this moment. And so I think that if you were to ask yourself this question, and maybe you've experienced some very traumatizing experiences in your life that have left you with all kinds of disorders. So I want to ask you, do you think things happen for a reason? Would you change what happened to you? Would you take it away? And I think that answer is going to change with time based off what you're going through right now. I think that like my higher self mentioned, there's only one way, which is forward. To just continue moving forward. Like, don't give up. Just keep going. Keep trying to be happy. And I think in my experience, you will find happiness. But that's just me talking based off my own reality. It could be different for other people. And this is kind of part of the reason why I want to make these videos, because I think that me giving advice on how you can find happiness within yourself and reach the goals you want to reach, how it's all possible, I think that just that in general will help a lot of people. A lot of you guys might not agree with what my higher self said because it doesn't necessarily answer the question. I will still think about it from time to time, but I think I'll always be reminded that basically just to focus on your experience and to only judge your experience, because you cannot judge the experiences of others. You don't know what they really are going through. You don't know what their life is going to lead to. So this is a very hard topic. I have looked this up on YouTube to see what other people had to say, like other spiritual people. Basically what I came across was that in a way you called for it to happen yourself, like the law of attraction, which I do believe in the law of attraction in a way, but I don't think that a baby who was born attracted something bad to happen to it. Like, I don't think we're that aware, honestly, as babies. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I don't believe that. And then I've also come across other YouTube channels that are like more Christian, and for them, they just blame the devil, like, oh, it's the devil's work type of thing. I'm not going to say that anybody is wrong. I think it's interesting how we all have these different ideas. And so, yeah, I ask you guys, whoever's watching, if you want to come up with your own theory of why bad things happen to good people, and if you want to share that in the comments, then please do so. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.